and all, it's your girl, the one and only Sophie V. And of course, we love to highlight local talent within the BVI. And this is a special moment for me because this is actually my first time interviewing my brother. I wouldn't say little, I'm just going to say brother. Jacoy Brathwaite, aka Killer Tooma. Killer Tooma, what's going on today?
I already just had chilling, about to eat some lunch in a while.
All right, now you're a household name. I think everybody within the Virgin Islands know the name Killer Tooma. Give us a little background on your name.
Killer Tooma came from really a high school nickname that ended up sticking with me until now, obviously. I grew up with a tumor in my leg. It's not cancerous or anything, but telling my friends that all the time, over time, they just started to call me Tooma, and the killer came from Killer Cameron, yeah, from Dipset. So I just merged the two names and stick with it ever since.
All right, good stuff. So now let's back it up a bit. So you got the name Killer Tooma there, so you decided to roll with that as your stage name. When did you realize that you wanted to start doing rapping?
Well, I always been messing with it, but seriously, probably 2 years ago.
Only 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Because I remember Vietnam Soldiers and the whole thing. Tell us about Vietnam Soldiers.
Well, that came about the same friends I was telling you about that gave me the nickname. We just were playing around. That's how I saw it at the time. We were just playing around with music, you know what I mean? Dissing each other, dissing such and such, you know what I mean? Just for recognition, I guess. But at the time, it wasn't nothing serious or anything. Until 2 years ago, when I realized that I could pursue this as a career.
Right. Now, VI Rap just basically blew up after Rock City and those guys. Do you think that VI Rap is something that could continue to make it big on the mainland?
Yes, definitely, because I always use reggae as a reference point. At a point in time, reggae was local to Jamaica alone, and now it's a worldwide genre. So yes, I definitely think over time we could definitely get there if we stay consistent.
All right, now you got a new album out. You've been coming out. I've been hearing a lot about the Wolf Pack and so on and so forth. Tell us a little bit about that.
The Wolf Pack, man, that's my squad from back to high school again. Like some of us from Vietnam switch over to Wolf Pack. Shout out to Shama, Michael, Jimmy, and Dante, you know what I mean? It basically came from the movie Hangover, the first one. Remember the Jokey character? Yeah, it had a scene in that movie where he said, "This is the Wolf Pack." I guess it was just like a friendship pack thing. But the movie was so funny and we all went to see it together that it stuck with us. So we just, from then, started calling ourselves the Wolf Pack. And then the entertainment came after when we made it a business.
All right, good stuff. So the new album to come is called?
The Third Pillar.
The Third Pillar. Now tell us about the Third Pillar.
The Third Pillar. We wake up every day. We don't know. Most of us don't know the mechanics behind how the economy works here in the BVI. But we have two that's on paper, which is offshore banking and tourism. And there's this third one that much don't like to talk about or recognize officially.
So now lyrically, you are responsible for all the lyrics within your album?
Yes, definitely. Every word, yeah.
So what is it that you want people to take away from this album when they listen to the Third Pillar? What is it that you want them to take away?
As far as BVI landers, I want them to appreciate the everyday life that we live. I mean, we wake up, we pretend like, you know, you just get up, you go to work, but you don't really understand how we able to flourish for so long, you know. So this album was basically breaking it down to the listeners that maybe wasn't thinking about it before, you know what I mean? And not only that, I make music for the street. I mean, obviously, that's why I start out with. I just want him to take away. Up to them, because they have, Right, it's so much layers to the project that it depends on what the listener wants to hear and pull from it.
We are from the street, legends, they don't ever go to jail. Nah. And if they get hold, best believe they make bail. Yeah. Represented by a lawyer, they would never tell a tale. Nah. Could give up, but what you saying if it ain't coming from my scale? Yeah. It's like a waste of the time. It's propaganda.
So now where can persons go and get to your music?
Right now, SoundCloud, but for the album, we plan to have it on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and also hard copies that would be sold. I can't give away the locations just yet because we're still negotiating, but it'll be sold at 3 locations. And that's basically it.
All right. Now, fans-wise, how were you received within the BVI and throughout the Caribbean?
Yeah, overwhelming reception because here in the BVI has always been, they always loved my music. But recently, when we started to get into the stats and knowing where the music is being played, we noticed that second to the BVI, I'm most played in Barbados and Todd, Antigua. So that really surprised me because I never been to those places. And it really surprised me most because they resonate with the music and I didn't expect that, but then I had to realize that it's one Caribbean. The cultures are a little different, but they could still, understand what he's saying and understand where he's coming from.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure having a word with you again. Definitely a special moment for me because we basically grew up the closest out of me and my siblings. So it's a pleasure to have this opportunity to interview. I had the opportunity to interview Mommy, so that was a treat as well. So anybody you want to shout out, thank at this time?
Shout out the whole Wolfpack Entertainment. As I said before, Sham, Jermaine, Michael, Dante, Coach, Coach been helping me out a lot lately. Shout out to that, yeah. Shout out to Mommy. Shout out to my father, daddy. Everybody that been supporting me thus far. I want to thank you and ask you for your support throughout. Because we're going all the way this time.
All right, good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, talk on all. The man killer Tooma. More to come. All you got to do is keep it locked right here to Talk on All. Sophie B.
We are from the street, legends, they don't ever go to jail. Nah. And if they get hold, best believe they make bail.